welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I got a special guest, Asagi, one of my close friends from university, and today we're going to be discussing who we think is going to win the Premier League this season. So Asagi, I'm just going to ask the straight up question right now: who do you think is going to make the top four, and who you think is going to win the Premier League? And I want it in order. So name it.
Okay, so this is based on current form. Current form. Based on current form, based on how things are going. And I hate to say this, I think Liverpool win the league.
Yeah.
I think that's not for debate.
A given. Okay.
Now, with second, third, and fourth, understand this could change, but right now, based on form, I want to say probably second might go to Chelsea. With Ziyech just coming into the squad, he's just given like new life a little bit. You understand what I mean? They have a set piece specialist. They have someone that will guarantee them balls in the box. You understand what I mean?
Okay, so you think Chelsea going to finish second? Let's discuss them. I'm surprised you didn't say Man City, but we'll just talk about Chelsea. So with Chelsea, don't you feel like defensively they're not going to be that great? Because I know they do have Thiago Silva and Zuma have been playing well. They've kept like 4 to 5 clean sheets in a row. And even against Sheffield United, they didn't really create much and they weren't really terrified in that game. But what I will say, don't you feel like they are looking better? Clean sheets against Man United, not a great side.
They're looking better, but they still need to get another defender. Thiago Silva, for me, doesn't scream the defender. He's not someone that you present and be like. For Chelsea, I understand his resume is very. He has a very good CV.
He's experienced as well, man. Yeah, he's a veteran within this league.
No, I understand, but like for me, this league needs fresh blood.
Yeah,
I don't want Thiago Silva in this league.
But don't you think people like Zuma and Tomori are gonna learn so much from one of legends throughout football? Like we saw it with Ibrahimovic at Man United. Like Rashford said, he learned so much from him. Like even at training, like he picked up little stuff. Don't you think Thiago's gonna have that effect? Thiago Silva?
Maybe a season effect. But if you're saying longevity, long term,
of course he's not.
Next season, I don't expect to see him here.
Okay,
like that's my honest opinion.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? Arsenal signed a defender that Chelsea should have signed. That's my honest opinion. A young blood. Chelsea signed Sarr.
Yeah.
Malang Sarr. And then I was like, where is he? Yeah. They took him out on loan. They put him on loan. And I was like, excuse me. Did you not know that you need defenders? Why are you sending them on loan?
Yeah, I agree. But what I will say about Thiago Silva, I do agree with you to a certain extent. I don't think he's made for this league. People like Lichtsteiner, we've seen it all before, yeah? It's great. They've done so much throughout their career. Even Lichtsteiner at Juventus. Like, Arsenal fans were so gassed. He's going to replace Bellerin. But at the end of the day, the Premier League retired him. When you have players like Son, Lucas Moura, Martial, Rashford, Mane, Salah running at you week in, week out.
What is the Premier League turn? And the thing is, what is the Premier League turn? Are we turning into a farmers? The fact that all these granddads think they can come here and just I'm just gonna retire in the Premier League. You see, with Zlatan, Zlatan's one day pissed me off because Zlatan is still dominating in Italy. Yeah. He's still doing his shit. Yeah. I think he won, was it Man of the Match or Player of the Month or something recently. Yeah. So that did disturb me. But Thiago Silva coming to the Premier League, I don't understand. Yeah. I really don't understand. And he's not the defender they need.
But going forward, they do look exciting. Werner, Abraham, Ziyech, Havertz, Pulisic, one of the best players within the Premier League so far. I do think that. Yeah, do you think they're going to cause teams problems this season?
Oh, yeah. I feel like a lot of people were like, oh, West Brom, they got off easy. I was like, you got to take into the fact that their main guys weren't even ready in that match. Now they've got their main squad back. You understand what I mean? Pulisic is an amazing player.
Oh, it's going to be his Premier League one day. 100%. I think Pulisic is the second coming of Eden Hazard.
Wow.
So
that is a big... I think, personally, taking stats into account, I think he'll be miles better than Hazard. Stats.
Okay. I'll calm down. All right, cool.
Stats.
Yeah. But do you think there's going to be a problem gelling all these players together? Because there's so much talent. And
but all Lampard needs to pray is that it happens faster rather than...
It does look like against Burnley, they look convincing. Sheffield United, they look convincing. Abraham still looks like he has a starting spot within that side, even though Werner's playing on the left.
I wasn't really worried about Abraham's side.
Yeah. Because
you're always going to need a backup striker.
100%.
And for me, I feel like last season gave him confidence.
All right.
So he has that confidence to be a backup striker. He's okay, you understand what I mean?
So who do you think is going to finish third?
Based on current form, Tottenham.
I do want to talk about Tottenham, but first of all, why do you think Man City? Where do you think Man City going to finish? Because that's
Man City will get top 4, definitely.
Okay,
these are just based on current form.
Okay, why fourth though?
Huh?
Because I don't get that one.
My thing is that, like, the Man City I used to watch and the Man City I'm watching now, I know that they may be creating the same chances and everything.
They are.
But my thing is that like
they just
look discombobulated right now. Like like the game against Liverpool, I didn't watch it. But my thing was that like I was expecting Liverpool to like pump them.
Yeah. We did look better.
Huh?
But what I will say, don't you feel like they're missing that recognised number 9? Like Jesus has been injured. Aguero's been gone for 3 to 4 months now. Like, I don't know when he's gonna come back.
And the thing is, you know where my opinion is. Yeah. When Man City will go back into form is when De Bruyne starts playing.
Yeah, he is playing. And to be fair, he hasn't produced the heights like he has. Yeah,
exactly.
But that's such a high ask. Like, he's been consistent for the last 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? But what I hate about Pep Guardiola and what he does, he likes playing Rodri and Gundogan together. He has this obsession. Like, I feel like they do the same job. Like, you need someone like Phil Foden to come into the mix. David Silva, players like that, did not like spend time helping them progress just for them to sit on the bench. You know what I mean? Phil Foden's going to be one of England's best players in the next decade or so. Like, the way he reminds me is one of those maestros like in Spain, like Iniesta, Xavi, like thrown into little pockets of space. Isco. England has never had a player like that. Always traditional box-to-box midfielders like Paul Scholes, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard. Man City have this player, so why aren't they utilising him?
You gotta ask Pep. And the thing is, with De Bruyne as well, it's the same old setup. Imagine, like, you're not really seeing some new face. My thing is that Aguero's getting older now. Yeah. Aguero's gonna need to. He's gonna have to leave Man City soon. So who are you gonna bring in? You know what I mean? Like, De Bruyne can't do it all on his own. But my thing is that like everything goes through him. So when De Bruyne starts playing, I know he's playing, but I said when De Bruyne starts playing to his full strength, that's when Man City will come back into.
So do you think they're gonna be way off like finishing first? Like how far?
That all depends on their form.
Defensively though, don't you think Man City looks stronger with Laporte and Diaz? And Kyle Walker's been in the best form of his life. I will say he did make that stupid mistake against Mane.
Mistakes happen.
But it happens, innit?
Mistakes happen.
But defensively, they do look a lot better. They had to play Fernandinho as a centre-back last season, and they still finished second within the league. I know teams are looking a lot better this season, but you can't be telling me they're going to drop off that much.
No, Laporte is he's a good
second best defender within the Premier League, certain.
Yeah, I need to watch him more as well. I need to watch him more. But yeah, he can take that. He can take that definitely. With Diaz, I really need to watch Diaz because in the games that I watched him, I really liked what I've seen.
Is it? He does look okay, we'll see. But don't you feel like it's fair to say that Man City maybe right now have the best centre-back pairing within the league? Liverpool do not have Van Dijk. Forget about Man United. Forget about Tottenham and Chelsea. What I'm going to say, Arsenal. They play 3 at the back. Rob Holding made Jack Grealish look like Zinedine Zidane, man.
You didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that.
You know what I mean? So like,
like it's but then if you put that in that category and say they have the best centre back pairing, they're still conceding goals. They're not getting the results they. The really
only
want.
time they conceded that many goals was against Leicester. Apart from that, they clean sheet against Sheffield United, 1 goal against Liverpool. You know what I mean? It is looking better. But let's go to Tottenham. So why do you think they'll finish 3rd?
I feel like, you know what Tottenham's main problem is injuries. And our defence is horrific. Like, it's not horrific, it's actually getting a little bit better. But you have days, you don't know what you're going to get from Tottenham. Yeah. I feel like Jose's actually gone behind, like, he's actually gone in the back and he saw the players, look, stop playing all this champagne football. Just get the 1-0 wins and let's do that. Because we were 3-0 up. Imagine Jose Mourinho, you're just sitting down, you're on the sidelines, you're just watching your team. And I always refer to it as a loss.
It was
a draw, but I refer to it as a loss.
I'm not trying to be offensive at all whatsoever.
But you expect it from Tottenham. We bottle shit.
And Mourinho loves his 2-0, 1-0 victories, yeah? You do not expect him to concede a goal in the last 15 minutes if he's parking the bus. Yeah. Let alone 3 goals.
My thing is, it shouldn't be happening right now. But when you look at our defense, you understand why it's happening. There is no consistency with our defense.
So do you think that's going to be the biggest obstacle for you competing with the Premier League?
One of the biggest obstacles, yes, because we don't know what our players are going to do. David Sanchez has a howler against West Ham in the last couple of minutes. Dyer, you already know my opinions on Dyer. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's had good performances, but he's not the defender. He's not a centre-back. He's not a centre-back. But he's complaining, saying that he wants to play centre-back.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
I'm guessing you gotta give a baby his bottle.
What I think with Tottenham, they do look better, I still don't think they'll finish top 4. I can't lie. I'm gonna stay committed. I think Man United will finish top 4 because they're gonna sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But that's a story for another day. Yeah. But I think Man United will creep in. Tottenham, I'm so sorry. Like, what can go wrong will go wrong with that team. It always happens. With them, you know what I mean?
I feel like it's being a little bit harsh because you got to deep it. Other than last season, we were always getting top 4 consecutively.
Yeah. Do you feel like Mourinho's gonna be that focused on
Mourinho's not focused on the league.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So why? Like, remember in that season when Man United won the treble, whatever they call it, the Community Shield, Europa League, and like the Capital One Cup. They literally forgot about the league. They finished 6th, remember? Mm-hmm. And they won the Europa League. Like, Mourinho's gonna have this obsession winning a trophy because as soon as you win a trophy for Tottenham Hotspur, no offense, you're gonna be considered like a god. Because you haven't won one for the last 10 to 12 years. You have not won a trophy for the last 10 to 12 years. So if you're going to be that guy, Pochettino, great manager for Tottenham. Harry Redknapp, incredible manager for Tottenham Hotspur as well. No trophies to show for it. Imagine Mourinho coming in, winning the Europa League. You know what I mean? That would take so much weight off Tottenham Hotspur's shoulders. And then next season, maybe you can start thinking about competing for the league. You know what I mean? So for this season, I don't think it's going to be a focus this season.
My thing is Mourinho may not focus on it, but the players know how to get top 4 in something.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like we'll get it. It all depends, especially on the games that we have next.
Yeah. Because you got big teams.
We got Man City, we got Liverpool, we got Wolves, we got Leicester. Like, we've got some big teams coming up here. Do we have Chelsea? Yeah, I think we have Chelsea. So it all depends, but I do think Tottenham will definitely get top 4.
So other teams like Arsenal, Man United, and Leicester, just quick thoughts on them. Like, why do you think they're not gonna? Like, do you think they're gonna be close?
The funny thing is, I actually put Arsenal in my beginning of the season. I put them in my top 4 prediction because I thought Chelsea would be found it very, very hard to blend in. The problem with Arsenal is it's everywhere. I just thought like, oh, you know, they'll pattern up. You know, Arteta has direction. But another thing we always say, that FA Cup, was it paper in the cracks?
No, it wasn't. They just do not have the personnel. The team just, like, Arteta produced the best he could from that team he had. Like, Man United, they have the players. They have Bruno Fernandes, Pogba, Van der Beek. They have so many creative midfielders. Even Juan Mata. Like, oh my God, like, they have talent all over the bench and the pitch, With Arsenal, they do not have that creative midfielder. Ozil's missing. You know what I mean? Ramsey's gone.
But you know Arsenal, what it is? You don't always need to play through the middle. That's the thing. That number 10
are you gonna trust Bellerin to cross the ball?
Yeah, it's true.
Like, Tierney is a great crosser, but he traditionally plays within the back 3 nowadays because Arteta likes to prepare defensively. And that leads me to my second point. Because he doesn't have the personnel, he's going to have to change their way of playing. Remember back in the days, you would never doubt Arsenal against the small teams at Emirates. You would never. You had Rosicky, Wilshere, Ramsey, Sanchez, Ozil. Like, you were flooded with treasure in terms of talent on that side. But nowadays, you don't even have that creative spark. Like, Saka here and there, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, these guys have bursts of, like, good play, but consistently they don't. So Arteta's thinking, we have to defend from the back. And if we can win 1-0, 2-1, that's good enough for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And those 1-0, 2-1 victories, they, especially the 1-0 ones, they're not something you want to be relying on, especially.
Yeah, because they can go just like that.
And with Arsenal's defence, there is no stability.
Yeah.
You can't look back. Aubameyang can't look all the way back and say, yo, I trust the men behind me. And that's the saddest thing.
What about Leicester? Because Leicester have been in good run of form. Brendan Rodgers, top 5 managers within the league. I still miss him. Okay, no, I don't really miss him because we're winning trophies. But Brendan Rodgers has always been one of my favourite managers. Even at Liverpool, I absolutely loved him. I loved the way he played football. I feel like he's developed his play. He used to play more like possession-based with Britain and Allen at Swansea. Now it's more like gun-ho because you have Jamie Vardy as an option. Premier League legend. Leicester's greatest ever player. You know what I mean? Why do you feel like they're not going to be able to either compete for the Premier League or top 4? Because
it's just a matter of consistency with Leicester and depth. They need to have, because when you take out Maddison from that team, oh shit. When you take out Ndidi, oh shit. You're taking out Soyuncu, oh shit. You take out Pereira, oh shit. You're taking out Castagne, oh shit. It's just like, you have your first team 11, but you do not have good backups. For me, Fofana was an excellent signing. I can't wait to see Soyuncu and Fofana. I hope they don't fail me.
It's going to be tough for them.
I do believe in my hearts of hearts, Leicester will be the team to turn top 6 to top 7.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Oh, that's
I do believe that in my hearts of hearts.
Yeah.
Because they've won the Premier League.
Yeah. Where's the respect? Where's the respect for that team? Yeah, that's a good point.
A lot of people like a lot of people like take it on notice. Tottenham haven't won a Premier League, but we're still in the top 6. You understand what I mean? Leicester have won a Premier League and they're in the top 6.
Yeah.
And they're not in the top 6. They're not even in the discussion.
They need to start.
They've won more than I know they haven't won more than Arsenal, but they've won something more prestigious than Arsenal. Yeah. Something more prestigious than Tottenham. Something more prestigious than Man U in the last 10 years, bro. Yeah. You got to deep that.
Yeah, thanks Asagi for coming on my YouTube channel.
Anytime.
And remember, guys, to like, comment, subscribe. Check out Asagi's YouTube channel.
ST and OJ.
I'll put in the link below. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you in the next video.